Well, Happy New Year and welcome back to this week's edition of Bailey Built. Now, of course, we love taking you through the latest DIY projects and also a fair amount of tool reviews. But this year, we're kicking off with our second Ace Hardware tool haul. Now, of course, I've got a chance to get through there and grab some different items that I'll use on my projects for the next several weeks. We begin here with, well, something that we all use anytime we're doing woodworking, and that's screws. Now, on a recent trip there, I got a chance to find some premium interior wood screws, and I like to keep those stocked up because you just never know when you're gonna need to attach a leg or attach a walls to any project that you're building there. A variety of screws in the length from about 1 1/4 inch all the way up to 2 1/4 inches. And of course, those are just your manual Phillips head. They also have them in a star driver, and I've used those on some previous projects as well, and they've worked pretty good. Now, the other thing I like to stock up on are the coarse threaded drywall screws. Now, those work great for drywall, but I also like them in some of the smaller projects that I'm working on as well. And the same type of situation there. You can get them from a size 6, so with a 1 1/4 length, all the way to a 2 inch and a 2 1/2 inch for some of those larger projects where you really need that screw to take hold and hold the project together. Now, we're just coming off of the holidays, and if you're like me, you love hanging lights around your house, and of course you have to run power out through your garage or through different parts of your house. That creates little holes in the seams of your house, and how do you fill those in? Well, I found a really cool product. It's made by Great Stuff, and it's actually their pest blocker. So it has a little nozzle with it, and it's an expandable foam that you shoot into the hole once you take your power cords out and pack the tree lights up. And if you're like me, of course, they're launched to the rafters there. But you spray this right in the hole, and it fills in that gap, and it doesn't allow cold air to seep into your garage, but also prevents pests from being able to get in as well. So that was definitely a very cool find that I found there on a recent trip over to Ace. We, of course, want to thank our friends over at Ace, as they do, of course, provide a lot of supplies for our videos and some great things over there and some great projects. It's always nice to kind of just take a little swing through the store and see what they have on the shelves. And that's what I did on this particular day. Now, beyond, of course, filling in those holes in the walls, one other big thing that you'll know if you have kids like me that like to run through your shop is you always want to make sure that their ears are protected. So they had a couple of cool options. One of those I actually like to use for myself, and that is the earplugs that come on the little cable. I love these. These are actually made by 3M. They come with a little holder. The thing I like about the reusable earplugs is I can just let them drape around my neck. When I'm heading over to my saw, I can pop them in real quick, and then when I'm done, pull them right back out. They're very, very cool to use and easy to use. Now, they also had a different type this last trip I was there. This is more of a sturdier kind of band. So if you like the band feel and you just want to lift it up, pop them in your ears when you're working on your power tools. You always want to make sure you're protecting your eyes and your ears. So goggles are a must, earplugs certainly as well. And then for the girls, when I have the little ones in the shop, they like to come in and say, "Hey, Dad, can we watch?" So they have these over-the-ear protectors, they're ear protectors for you, and you'll find these in guys that work in the airport or the tarmac have them. They really help to do sound control for your ears. So you want to make sure that your little ones' ears are protected when they're in hanging out with you doing some of your woodworking. So they have 3 different options for that, which is really cool. Now, if you'll remember just a few weeks ago, I was doing some painting on some weights, and I did the full paint solid color right across the plate. But I got a chance to see a couple of guys that had tried a unique technique, and that was to use one of the foam rollers, small mini foam rollers, and dip it in a white, and then roll right over the numbers on your plates. It gave it a really nice touch. So I'm gonna try that in an upcoming video, and I got the actual main roller with the handle. And then they had the little auxiliary, of course, rollers as well that you can swap those in and out with. So once again, I'll use those on my 45s and 25s where there's just full black across right now. I'll run the roller right over the top of the numbers, which are already offset from the plate itself, and give it a nice little touch there. So that's gonna be a fun project. Also, cleaning some rust off of the weights. I got a chance to use some different sprays. I also found this one on a recent trip there. It's called Goo Gone Rust Remover. Haven't tried this yet, but the reviews seem pretty cool on it, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. Of course, with weights being so hard to find right now, you can find them on the secondary market, OfferUp and Craigslist and places like that. Spray something like this on it with a wire brush and be able to bring them back to life. So that's another fun DIY project. I'll add actually a link to that paint project that I did with the weights in the description below, and we'll see if we can tag it here right above as well. All right, now beyond that, of course, one of the things that, well, you can never be without is a tire gauge. This is something I found in the bike department. I didn't really realize they did much with bikes and things of that nature, but they have helmets. I got some training wheels for our girls' bikes that we got for Christmas, and actually just put those on here this week. But also a tire gauge. This one was a little bit different than the other ones that just pop out when you pop it on the tire stem, because it's got a digital readout. It's made by Slime, and if you're familiar with bikes, you know Slime makes a great product that goes in your tires to keep them from being able to go flat. And so they also have this digital tire gauge where you can pop it on. It gives you a reading of where your tires are. You can keep your tire pressure up. That's definitely a good thing. Also, working around the shop a lot, seating is important, and you're working on different benches and also different power tools. So I came across the Craftsman Mechanics. Now, it's actually an adjustable mechanic seat, but it's got a great cushion on it, and this is going to be an additional option for me to be able to sit down where I'm not having to roll the stools from bench to bench and workstation to workstation. I'll have a couple kind of in different areas, and that will definitely be good. Of course, also, I want to keep in mind, this is another cool find I made. It's always great to be able to label your containers. Now, this year I'm going to be doing some organization of my clamps and also supplies. So Milwaukee makes this very cool felt pin, pretty sturdy. And you know what? You can't beat having a couple of those in the shop in different drawers throughout the entire shop, just to make things easier to use. Of course, that is a look at my tool haul, the latest tool haul there from Ace Hardware. Stay tuned, because later on this month, I got a chance, and if you know me, you know I love to do grilling. I got a chance to do a barbecue haul there at Ace in their section from their seasonings, and also some very cool products for those of you that like to get outside and do some grilling and smoking on the grill there in your backyard. But for now, that's it. If you love DIY projects and you love tool reviews, you'll want to smash that like button and click subscribe to stay up to date on the latest here on Bailey Built. For now, take care.